Hi everybody, thank you so much for watching. My name is Julie and today we're talking trash about my makeup. I am going to show you everything that I've used up for the year 2022, and this is only color cosmetics. This has nothing to do with skincare, hair care, body care, anything like that. This is just my color cosmetics. This is the only thing I actually keep. I throw away the other stuff at the end of each month after I do my empties, but this is truly what I use up, and I like to see how much I can use up in a year. It just makes me feel like I'm actually making progress, and I'm very pleased with what I have in front of me. So I'm going to do this, I think, in the way that I apply it. I think that would make most sense, and I start with primer. I view primer as a color cosmetics. I have 3 empty primers. So I've got a couple minis in here. The NYX Professional, the Marshmallow Primer is one that I have. This one is a pore filling primer. It's a smoothing primer. I thought that it was nice. It's a little expensive for a NYX primer. I think it's in like the $16 mark. And so I like it, but I'm actually not going to purchase it because my last one that I used up, I love more. And this is the Good Molecules Silicone Free Priming Moisturizer. And I really enjoyed this primer. This is just another mini size. I got this in gratis, and this is one that I really enjoyed using. It's really, really hydrating, and it made my makeup look really nice and held on to it. So really enjoyed this one. This is gonna be the one I probably repurchase. Y'all know this is an all-time favorite for me. This is the Hourglass Mineral Primer. This is the Veil Mineral Primer in SPF 15 in it. This I broke, so I was working through it slowly but surely, but it is empty. Adore this primer. This is one of my favorite primers, but for the price point, I'm going with Good Molecules. So out of the 3, I would do Good Molecules, Hourglass, NYX. Although I happen to like all 3 of the primers this year that I used. There wasn't a primer that I was kind of like, that's a no-go for me. I liked all 3 of them. I thought they were all good. I used up 1 concealer, and that's it. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Contour Concealer. I have it in the shade Light Medium. I ended up getting rid of this just because it's so old, but that is where I'm at down at the bottom. It was just so old that I had to get rid of it, but 1 concealer done. That took me 3-4 years to use up. It took me forever to use up, so that is definitely worth its money. I didn't end up using it too much because it was so heavy. I like the one I'm using now, which is a Benefit, like under eye. It's like a color correcting concealer, way better than that one. I have finished 2 foundations. Woo, 2 foundations. The first one is the number 7 Stay Perfect foundation. This actually probably had a mix of different things in it. I ended up putting like a whole bunch of foundations in here when I moved from Germany to Tennessee, just so I would like have more trash to throw away there. And so that's gone. And then I love this stuff. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation. I am still sad to see this go. I absolutely adored this foundation. I like the Fenty, don't get me wrong, but this one, there was just something about it that I absolutely adored. I have 3 powders. Woo! 3 powders. Okay, so my 2 minis, I've got the Hourglass. This is the Mineral Veil. Again, gone. And then I had the Cover FX Translucent Light. Gone. And then the Lorac Baked Perfecting Powder. This one was in a project, actually all of these were in project pans. A lot of these are going to be in project pans, but ooh, it has exploded a little bit. But that, she's all gone. It was baked on there. Enjoyed this one. Great use out of it. Oh my god, I got powder everywhere now. I don't think I have a favorite between the 3. Probably Mineral Veil, if I was going to choose one, but I really did like the Lorac. I mean, the Lorac Rubber Bang for a buck is really, really good, so enjoyed that one. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is lips. You guys know I did a lip project pan. My goal was to use up 18 lip products, but I have 10 empties here today. Very proud of that. Most of them are going to be minis, so in no particular order. I have 2 of the Bare Mineral mini lipsticks. I have it in the shade Love and XOX. Both of those are gone. I have another Bare Minerals. Oh, I'm so sorry. You know what this actually is? This is a little foundation. I thought that this was a lip product, but I got a little foundation from Bare Minerals, the stick one. Enjoyed that one. Okay, so I used up 3 foundations. Woo! 9 empty lip products. Sorry about that. Didn't do the math quite right there. Mini lipstick in 1995 by Pat McGrath. Gone. My other minis, I'm just going to grab these real fast. I have the Charlotte Tilbury Did not like that one. That's in Pillow Talk. I've got the Lipstick Queen in Medieval, liked this one, and then my favorite of all the minis is the NARS, and this is the mini in Laguna. I also like the Bare Mineral lipsticks. I actually like Bare Mineral lipsticks. I know a lot of people don't pay attention to them, but I think the formula is really nice on them. I have 3 full-size lipsticks that are gone. Lip gloss, this is the Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie in Birthday Babe. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. And then I have 2 lip balms. One is a tinted lip balm by Pixie. This is totally gone and used up. And this is in the coral shade. And then I've got the Nivea Milk and Honey Lip Care. Let's talk eyeliners. So I have 1 liquid eyeliner. This is the old school Kat Von D tattoo liner, or KVD now, KVD Vegan Beauty. But I've got a mini of that one, is empty. And then I also have 4 of the twist ups. So I got the Ulta Beauty Smoky Eyes Automatic Eyeliner in the shade Black Plum. I like the Ulta eyeliners. I think that they are better than people think they are. And then I've got 3 from the Physicians Formula, clearly from the same set, all the nude eyes. Does it say that? Yeah, it sure does. Warm nude eyes on all of them. But one is more like a copper, one is a bronze, and one is black, all gone there. Then I also finished this one, which I can't get out of the tube. I don't remember. I think that was the julep. One side was black and one side was brown. But that is gone. Look at that. All gone. Mini size eyeliners there. So that brings my total empties of eyeliners to 6, which is fantastic. I love 6. 6 is good. Now, in terms of mascara, I have a lot of empties of mascara. 7 in total. Let me start with one I'll never use again. This is the NARS Climax mascara. Didn't really love this one. It didn't really do anything for me. Was it the worst one I've ever used in my entire life? No. But did I love it? No. I feel the same way about the Clinique High Impact Mascara. I'll not go out of my way to repurchase it again, but I think I get them frequently. I think that they're fine. They're just not as dramatic as I want. I want them clumpier than this one is. This is the Clarins Wonder Perfect mascara in 4D. This was much better after it dried out for a little while. I didn't love it at first, and then I fell in love with it later on. So this is what I'm going to keep my eyes on. The MAC Stack. I did not understand the hype around the MAC Stack. I got this as like one of those little samples, clearly because it's little, and I just don't really love that brush. I was a little scared to poke my eye out, and I don't think it really... I think you have to build it. It's not like a one and done type of thing, so it wasn't my favorite. Was it the worst thing in the world? No, but I don't know. It just wasn't anything I was particularly interested in trying again or using again or even repurchasing, so that's a no-go for me. But my 3 full-size mascaras, I adore every single one of these. So let's talk about them. Lash Princess for $5. This is one of the best investments you can make in your makeup in terms of mascara. It runs out quickly. Do not think this is going to last you for 6 months. I've never found that this lasts me for 6 months. But if you're looking for a good standard mascara, this is a great one. It has enough club to keep things interested, but not so much that you look like Spider Lash. Really, really black. Love this one. This one I also thought was good, the Air Volume Mega Mascara. This is by L'Oreal. I didn't think the tube was particularly like practical because it doesn't like stand up very well. Like you kind of have to turn it upside down to stand it. And it got kind of wobbly, but I did like the way this looked on my lashes. I thought this did a good job. It's really interesting. It's like a pretty thick formula and brush. I would like expect a little bit more of a taper, but in general, I really actually like this mascara. And I may repurchase it again. I don't know. We shall see. I don't currently own it, but I do think it's like in my life for a reason. And then, certainly not least, is the Grande Phonetic Fanning and Curling Mascara. This was the biggest shock of the year for things I was going to like and love. You guys know I prefer that natural bristle brush, but this thing, talk about a chunky brush, this thing worked great. I loved it so much that I actually bought another one. Check out my makeup rehab video if you want to see me buying it. And yeah, love this. This is my top mascara of the year and one of the biggest surprises out of everything that I've used. In terms of eyeshadows, woo, I have 3 empty eyeshadows. First and foremost, I've got my e.l.f. glitter. This is in the shade Flirty Birdie. Love this stuff for $5. It is great. You don't have to spend the $20 from Stila. This is a fantastic dupe, and I also didn't mind the fact that it dried out too much. I do think you have to pull the stopper to get most of it out, but like when you're half done, but it's worth the $5 because it lasts for about 6 months and then you're good. I have two stick eyeshadows. One is the Bobbi Brown in the shade Vanilla, and one is the Mally Shadow Stick Extra in the shade Moonlight. I use both of these like eyeshadow primers, and they are really quite nice. I like them. They make my eyeshadows go on smooth. They make them last a really long time. Both the shades really nice. Moonlight was a little bit more gray tone. Vanilla was a little bit more warm tone, but both were basic nudes, and they worked out well for me. I won't go to my way to repurchase them because I already have a lot in my collection, but I like these. I recommend both of these brands. I also like the new Too Faced ones. Not Too Faced, the new It Cosmetics ones. I also like the new It Cosmetics ones. Those are really, really nice. I've got a ton of those to use up in my collection. Alright, brows. Look at me going through brows this year. I got 3 different colored brow products. One is a liquid eyebrow pencil. This was by Miss Lynn, but it is actually a marker, even though it says pencil. It was fine. I ended up not loving the marker type. I tend to like these styles better, that I'll show in just a second, but it was interesting to try and I'm glad I tried it. Alright, let's talk Wet n Wild. This is my favorite, the retractable brow pencil. This has a spoolie on one end, and on the other side it's got the teardrop shape. This is one of my favorites. It's super creamy, it lasts all day, it doesn't rub off. I have it in the shade Ash Brown, and that is perfect for me. Absolutely adore this one. This is the one I got just to try to see if it was as good. This is the Essence Baby Got Brow eyebrow pencil, but it's the thicker one. So it also has that teardrop shape. This one was not as creamy, but you can work with it. You just have to work with it. You gotta like warm it up first, and then you're good to go, and you'll enjoy this one. It just takes a little bit of time to like get up there, you know? You get it? Yeah. For I think the $1 difference between that and the Wet n Wild, I'll stick with the Wet n Wild one. In terms of setting spray, I have 3 empty setting sprays, and 2 of them are exactly the same thing. This is the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus Minis. This is some specialty one. What is this one? Oh, with white tea. This is the white tea one, and then this is the original, except I think this one had some lavender or something, and I might have distilled lavender in it. Both were good. I like MAC Fix Plus. They're in my top choice, so these are my favorites compared to the other one. This one was the Hourglass Mineral Veil Soft Focus Setting Spray. This is a finer mist to it. It's more expensive. I would pick the MAC Fix Plus over top of it. I thought it made my makeup stay a little bit better and like made it look better, but I'm not disappointed that I use this one. I just am glad that I know that I like MAC Fix Plus better, even though I like the spray on this one better. It's the trade-off, but MAC Fix Plus actually works the way I want it to work more. All right, I have 4 empty perfumes. Woo! So 3 are from Scent. Love my Scentbird subscription. I've gotten rid of it now because I just had so many, but really, really enjoyed this. So first of all, Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb Eau de Toilette. One of my classic scents. Own this one. That made me buy it. Love it. I got the Anne Sui Flight of Fancy. I don't think I love this one. It was fine, but it wasn't like my fave. And then neither was this one. This is Penrose Wild Child. It was fine, but didn't make me go and buy any of those. And then this one I'm so sad to say is gone. This one I just finished, and it's the Polo, Ralph Lauren Polo in the number 4, and really enjoyed this one, and I am sad to say that is gone as well. Alright, brows. Let's talk about brow tinting and brow wax. I have one just straight up super basic brow primer. This is the Bravo Conditioning Primer from Benefit. I don't see the need for this one, but I used it. And then Benefit the Give Me Brow. I love it, but I love the dupe, the Essence one. The Make Me Brow, just the same. I'll go Make Me Brow over the price of this one every day. And so, yeah, enjoyed it, will buy again, won't buy again, just because of the price. They do the same things for me. And tinted brow gel, that's what we got. Last are my simple nail polishes. I've got 2 empties for nail polishes this year, and they're both clear. One is the Sally Hansen Miracle Gel Top Coat, and one is the Naked Manicure Glossy Seal by Zoya. Zoya's gonna win out every time on this one. This one I found really gloopy and made bubbles in my nails at the end. It just got too heavy. I wasn't able to use it before it went out. This one is great, high shine. I will forever pick Zoya on that one. And lastly, but certainly not leastly, I have one set of lashes that are done, and this is the Ardell's 817. It's a faux mink style. You guys know I don't go crazy with my lashes. I end up using these 3 times, and I just ripped a few lashes off, so I decided to make them done. And so I have the package in here to show you. And that's it, my friend. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Happy panning. I'm excited to come back in 2023 and show you all the more stuff I'm going to be doing. I've got a whole bunch of new videos planned for 2023 and new projects I'm going to join. But thank you so much. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.